What's up, guys? Goose here. Coming back at you with a video recapping, full recap of the LSU Mississippi State game that was last night. Last night. Um, LSU won that game 92-88 in overtime. LSU got behind early again in the first half, and they got behind by 10 points in the second half, but they fought their way back, and they had a chance to win it at the buzzer in overtime. They had a chance to win it in regulation, but they missed two shots, and Mississippi State came down. They missed their shot, so it went overtime. So LSU in the first half they were outscored 42-34 in the first half. Second half comes out, they get behind about 10 points again in the second half. But I mean, this is a recurring theme for them: is they get behind. They weren't able to complete the comeback against Arkansas, but they were able to do it last night. They outscored them 49-41 in the second half, and then 9-5 in the overtime period. Looking at the team stats for the game, LSU shot 54.7% from the field, and Mississippi State shot 54.2%. So pretty much same there. That three-point range was a big difference. LSU was only 3 for 11 from three-point range. It's been an Achilles heel the last few games. They cannot shoot a three-point shot lately. Now Mississippi State, they were 8 for 23. That's 34%. So they were a little better, but percentage-wise they weren't well. But they did hit more threes than LSU, 5 more. So, and from the free throw line, LSU was 19 for 25 for 76%, and Mississippi State was 16 for 24, and that's 66.7%. That's a horrible percentage. It's one of the reasons why Mississippi State did not win that game in regulation. I mean, the fouls were close, 23-21. State had more fouls than LSU. Rebounds, LSU got rebounded Mississippi State 35-30. So it was a close game, but LSU was able to come out on top. Now the leading scorers of the game were Nas Reed had 29 points for LSU. He hit a big three-pointer late in overtime period that gave LSU a 4-point lead, and that was the margin of victory. And Tremont Waters came in another solid performance. He had 26 points. Big player off the bench for LSU. The high scoring player off the bench was Javonte Smart. He had 9 points. Mississippi State, they were led by Weatherspoon. He's their best player. He scored 27 points, and Perry scored 19 for Mississippi State. Off the bench, Holman and Carter both chipped in with 12 points apiece. So, hey, it's a great win. LSU has Auburn coming up Saturday in Baton Rouge. So with the win, LSU improves to 18-4, 8-1 in the conference. Still one game behind Tennessee, but they do play each other later in the year. They're tied with Kentucky. LSU's tied with Kentucky, I should say. Tennessee's 9-0 in conference. LSU and Kentucky are both 8-1. And like I said, LSU plays Kentucky later in the year. They play Tennessee later in the year. So everything is going to work out to see who the best team is in the Southeastern Conference. With a loss, Mississippi State fell to 4-5 in the conference and 16-6. Sorry, my computer's kind of, the lights dim, but they're 16-6. The Mississippi State, their next game is, let's see, come on, computer. They actually play Kentucky coming up. So they play Kentucky on the 9th, which is that's Saturday too. So hey, it's gonna be a good weekend of college basketball. So I'll be watching. So to recap, LSU wins 92-88 over Mississippi State in overtime. Go Tigers.